It's just me and my best friend going back and forth. And you know that we're shoveling shit, shoveling shit, shoveling shit.
What are we gonna do to yours now?
I like looking like Captain Caveman, but holy shit, your hair!
I feel like a lot lighter.
You look like young but sassy and like cute but sexy. Like it's like everything.
Yeah,
And
well,
it really looks like you colored it.
no, I haven't touched the color at all whatsoever. I just am gonna let it, I don't know, probably in the next couple of days, I don't know, make it blonder and do something to it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What if you were just like a platinum blonde and went with the like, yes, the lip and the pen. Oh my God, I see it all.
I
And
was
like
platinum
a dark
before,
root come on it. Oh.
maybe, but that's just so much work. I think I'm gonna stay some sort of red for a while. Now that the back's all dark, I'll just go lighter in the front, like a 90s kind of look.
I'm obsessed with it. Like it literally looks like you colored it.
Yeah.
And I see your clevis. What is happening today?
Clevis, I
I
don't
see your
know.
clevis. I didn't know you
Clevis.
had a clevis tattoo. I want one.
I got that in Bali.
I want something like right there.
You
You know
should.
what else I really wanted was like just a diamond right here, like as if you were wearing a necklace, but it's just a diamond. But I've heard they don't do very well. I really think it would be so cute to just have one right there.
In your like one of those surface piercings?
Hmm.
I think it depends on the person. It gets caught on stuff and then ew. Put
I've
it
heard
right
your body can like reject them, but I was
here.
like, I kind of want to try. I just think it'd be so cute because you know I like my gold necklaces and
Yeah.
like just a little.
Why not? YOLO.
I know, maybe I will YOLO it.
You
Why
should.
not?
Why not? And then get you a little cleaver tattoo and just do your fucking do everything.
You're making me want to scrunch or something. You're so cute. I look like Captain Caveman
No,
and
you
Dwight had a
don't.
baby.
Uh-uh. The messier the better. I feel like what you know like when Madonna was in that movie Desperately Seeking Susan?
Hmm.
I feel like it's just like that.
Oh, look at that.
You can't fuck it up. She just like barely diffused it. It took like 2 seconds. And then I
Oh,
put a ball cap on. It's so fucking cute. I can't even handle it. Best decision ever.
hi, Patricia.
Patty's there.
Yeah. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. She's hungry.
Do you want to go feed her real quick?
Nah.
You sure she won't be like sad?
Sure. I have some cheese. I'll share it with her. Look.
Look at you. We had those. Look at you. You're funny.
I know.
I feel like this is a podcast and I forgot for a minute.
That's okay. That's the way we roll. She's gonna be farting because I gave her cheese, but
I won't. It don't matter to me.
mm.
I think I sent you like the copy of this episode to see if you'd listened to it yet. It's the Halloween one where we're dressed up. I watched the end of that and I was about to piss my car seat. I was like, fucking hell, what do we go on about? It was crazy. You had me dancing like Pitbull, and then I was like, I'm so happy today because I got fucked this morning. And I'm like, what do we talk
Wow.
about? What do we talk about?
I don't know.
Go back and listen to it. And then those of you that are watching or listening to this right now, go watch Halloween Hijinks. It is pretty funny. Most of them are, honestly.
We need to send Alex our stuff. He's down to 0.
Oh shit. Oh, that's why we didn't post one today, huh?
Mhm.
Well, you know which one this is? This is like this will be the 14th
I
episode.
know. I had the Moab one. I need to send that.
Okay.
That probably is our next one. I need to send it to you to put it in the order. Yeah.
Got
We're
it.
such professional podcasters.
You know what I was thinking about today? And this is so good, and I know the like listeners will appreciate this. So I had my empowerment project group coaching, and we were just talking about like inspiration and like how do I know my idea is good? And then as I'm driving to get my hair cut, I'm like at a red light. And you know how like Spotify shows us as well as being able to listen to it? And I just hear us talking and look at us and I'm like, we're not taking this too seriously. And I feel like it's materializing into like people are listening to it, liking it. It's a fun creative outlet. And I'm talking to the people in my group and they're like, I just want to do something. I know I'm meant for more. I don't know what. I'm like, if you just stop and you kind of bring awareness to the stuff you naturally just like to do, I'm not saying monetize every hobby or whatever, but like things come so much easier if you do the thing that you naturally want to do. Like, we did not start doing this for money. Who knows where this will ever go? But it feels so good. And then when I go back and listen to these, I'm like, this is fucking good. This is good. We're building something, and I don't know where it's going to go, but
I
it's
know.
really interesting. And then because of what we were talking about last night, and then like how that could materialize, I don't know if we're going to talk about that at some point. We should. I just feel like you put the seed, you plant the seed, you put it out there like a while ago. You're like, we just in some way, some capacity got to work together. And I'm like, it's naturally evolving with the podcast, the potential hybrid retreat situation. Like it's just
On it.
evolving. Tell me where you're at with that. Okay, to the listeners, I said to her last night, I have an embodiment retreat for a very small group coaching container. And I'm like, you know what? There's like 8 spots left for that. And how cool would it be if we joined forces and you facilitated and I facilitated? Sometimes we mix, sometimes we do our own thing. I haven't talked to you yet. So tell me all your thoughts and feelings.
About the retreat.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. The only thing that I got hesitant about was like when I saw the rooms and I was like, how do I market this? Because some people are going to be turned off. So I have to make sure that I really speak to the person who would be down with like a glamping girls camp. And I think that's the spin is like girls camp, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and I think if I market it that way and just like the fun, like it's got, some of mine is a little bit more serious when I go to Tulum and it's like the private beds and all, and I was like, oh, I've never marketed like an 8 bunk
Well,
camp
the
situation.
thing is, I mean, it'd be cool if 8 additional people would come, but realistically, it'll probably be closer to 4 or 5. And if it's 4, what a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, 2 people on top of the side, 2 people, and there's a lot of room. That dorm is big. There's two
Yeah.
bathrooms. Everybody has their own closet. It's like partitioned. So it isn't normal bunk beds. They're kind of like those international pods. You know, when you get on like a pod on a plane or like some sort of pod somewhere. They're closed off. So, I mean, definitely you're going to be transparent. We're talking about it now. There's going to be photos, there's going to be videos, but I think that would appeal to I mean, it's just going to be cool. I'd fucking do it in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
I'm gonna definitely play around with it with
Yeah.
like inner child glamping. I just love it. And I think I can take what I already do and just kind of like turn it back around to giving that inner child what they needed. And I love it. So I'm going to do that. And my goal is going to be 6. I think 6.
That's a good number to shoot for.
Okay.
And
That
also
would be
coming off of the Untamed and Apologetic, I've been buzzing all day after that female camaraderie. And so like it isn't too far off the mark of what we did yesterday. You know what I mean? It's like that sort of community. This is an all chick retreat. I think it would be really cool to have that
It's so
community.
amazing. So amazing. Yeah. I'm like totally excited about it. The only 2 concerns is that because it is a little different than what I'm used to. And then like the time frame because my audience doesn't pull the trigger as fast as yours does. So it's like, can I do this? Can I pull this off? But like I'm gonna balls to the wallet. Like, why not? I'm super excited about it. I think we'll make it happen. And I think, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. What were the
Like
dates? I never double checked the date.
November 1st through the 7th.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. I was curious, like close to Thanksgiving or whatever, but that
No.
shouldn't be a problem.
It's like enough time for a solid payment plan, like at least a 6-month payment plan. It's probably for you going to be slightly lower of a ticket offering because of the whole glamping situation. So it's easier for someone to commit. There's plenty of time for them to plan, and it's not around the holidays. So that's exactly why I planned it for when I did this year.
Well, if you're listening, because you're going to hear this before November, come fucking glamping with me.
Please do, because this is
I'm free
really
that week.
see, it's meant to be. So Kelly and I, we both have separately done retreats. Kelly even one ahead of me or before me. Like we've always wanted to go to one another's retreats, but we're always doing our own retreats. So this is an interesting way for us to still have our own vibe, have our own people, do our own things. But this facility is so massive. like I don't want to, I rented the whole thing out and I don't want to do it for just, I don't know, there's lots of space left. So what a cool opportunity for us to like some parts of it co-facilitate and then our communities will come together, which is just even more of a networking opportunity and then break off. Like you guys can do your own thing because this is the end of a container where I'm going to be working with people for 6 months. So then we know what we're doing. We got certain shit going on. You know what you do with people. Then you could do your certain shit. Then as a group, it really is like camp, you know? There's like blue, red. You know how camp is? Everybody has their little bunks or whatever. So it's like that and that. And then we can come together for like mess hall and stuff.
Can we plan a field day?
Oh my God. Okay, and I don't know if you saw pictures of this place, but it's at the base of this crazy, like literally Jurassic Park was filmed there, and there's like a sunflower field, and there's this massive field. So that would be super fun.
Sorry, I'm having cheese. Um, I also always at the end of my retreat do superlatives.
Oh, I like that.
I
See,
love the
this
idea
is
of
I do too. And I love, see, this is why I'm excited to see how you do it and the little things you do. And then like I have little things I do. And I just think it's neat. This is like a crossover everybody wanted. Didn't know they needed, but everybody for sure is gonna want.
I think we should definitely do a field day.
I'm so here for it. What's interesting is like this isn't like my normal play with purpose because we're heavy on the goofing off and playing. This is more like do hard things, also take care of yourself, whatever. I feel like if my people don't even know that's coming, they're gonna be like, yes, playful, goofy. We've been working so hard all 6 months. I feel like that is really exciting.
I love it. Okay. I love
We gotta get this together.
it.
And the cool thing is, like, I already gave you a huge list of excursions. Did you see that I sent you? There's like scooter rentals and elephant this and that and kayaking. It's like loads of options. You and I together will just have fun and create this itinerary if you want.
Yeah. Woo! Definitely elephants. Oh my God. Did you see the thing I sent you about going to Africa with the monkeys and how inexpensive that was?
No, but I'd go tomorrow.
I sent you something and I think we should. It's in South Africa and you can do like volunteer work. You just have to pay to get yourself there. We'd be living in a dorm, but whatever. We get to rehabilitate monkeys. And ever since Punch, like I need a monkey.
Okay, I've been obsessed with
Inexpensive.
monkeys my whole life, and so you're a new monkey fan if it's Punch. So I 100% will sign on the dotted line sight unseen. Like I'm here for it. Remember
I
when
think
we went?
Punch
Go ahead.
reminds me of Debbie.
What does?
Punch. I don't know why, but like when I see Punch, I feel this feeling that makes me then like resonate with Debbie. And I don't know if it's the way he is with his little stuffy, because you know Deb loves her stuffies and she like
Yeah.
sucks them. And there's something about his little personality and then his stuffy, and it makes me think of Deb.
Hmm. Start calling Deb Punch.
Oh my God.
Little Punch.
Punchy Deb.
Yeah. Well, where did you send me this?
I think on IG, but you know, I send you a lot of shit.
Oh, well,
I'll go back
I'll
and look
look.
at it.
Depending on what my schedule's like, yes, yes, and more yes.
Yeah.
And okay, I just thought of another element. Okay, so I'm thinking of all the ways we've been working together. And because you said before, I'm like, I wish there was a way that we could like work together. And I'm like, the ways will prevent or present themselves like
They really
this.
kind of honor.
This is what I'm saying. It's just natural progression and like the universe and the timing is telling us what and when and how. And can you please talk about your brilliant fucking idea and brainchild that was untamed and apologetic that happened yesterday? Tell me everything. Tell the people everything.
I'm still like in awe over this. I came to you, remember it was like 90 days ago, and I was like, I'm gonna do this in 90 days. I found this group that like it's a 90-day challenge group that helps you, like, this is how it's done, and you know, gives you a task and like keeps you whatever. And I was like, Rebecca, we're gonna do this. And you're like, I support you, friend, because that's
Yeah.
how we roll. You're like, I want to jump off a cliff. I'm like, I support you.
Yeah.
Let's just
Why
really
not?
do it. And so I was like, Rebecca, we're gonna do this. And we fucking did it. I mean,
Pulled it
you and
off.
we brainchild the name and the concept together, went through and like who we thought were powerful, badass women. And by the way, every single one said yes. There was not even a like flinch as to people being like, sign me up. So we got this panel of like just badass females that came together. And then it was all the logistics and the planning. And then yesterday, I feel like it went off without a hitch. Like everyone showed up the way they were supposed to. We had one little time hiccup, but that was a time zone thing. Everyone showed up. We stayed on time. Do you know how hard that is to keep up? I mean, and then Diane, like
Great.
Diane is amazing. And you know, she emailed me today, like every time someone left a compliment about it, she clipped them and sent me an email of like 10 people's testimonials of how wonderful the event was. She was like, here you go, ready to go. I was like, you
Yeah, that's
on her.
amazing.
We will have her back. But the
Yeah.
way she spotlighted people sometimes was a little slow, I thought. But like she spotlighted us and had the links ready to go. Certain links we didn't even give her, and she
Yeah.
had popped them in there. She found them as we were talking. I just don't think it could have gone any better. And there's just something about knowing that the work you're doing is aligned with your vision. Because for me, it was the most successful virtual event I've ever put on. It was the most people I've had sign up, the most I've had show up. Like everything about it was just hands down one of the best things I've ever done. And it's, I think, because I was living in full alignment with where I'm going.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
another thing too with that is like you were part of that group. You were like, I got a 90-day time frame I'm giving myself. You didn't think a lot about it. You took so much fucking action making this happen. And half the time I was away and I wanted to support you more than I ended up doing. But you did this along with the back end help and then what Diane did yesterday. But it was like, you're damn right it was aligned because there wasn't a whole lot of like, should I, shouldn't I? Let me overproduce this. Let me script the hell out of this. Like it was fucking, it's meant to be. I'm doing it. I'm executing it. Everybody said yes to it, like you said. It was like the response was representative of like the belief that this is supposed to be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. And here's the thing, like if because we kind of talked about this in the summit that I would want to repeat here is that like whole messy action thing, because was it perfect in terms of its
Yeah.
execution? Yesterday was perfect.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you and I talked about this and like ways we can improve. Some of the shit I just put up because it's like I gotta have something. So, you know, like I have this like little video on the opt-in page. I cringed at that so bad. My kids found it and like laughed at it, you know, in front of me because I can handle it. And they were just like, what is this? And I was like, I know, but it was like something had to go there. There was a space for it. I had to, whatever, you know. And I'm like, hey, that was the first thing I said. Next time, let's get a proper photo shoot together and like maybe a proper video. But it's like I didn't care and it was still successful. And that's the kind of shit that people hold themselves back for because they're like, oh, that looks bad. It's not high production. It's not, I didn't care. I sat in front of my computer on Zoom, scripted it out. It was AI. It's very clear that I'm reading AI, but I didn't care because I needed it and I got it done and it's on there and it worked. Now that I have it all together, you and I can like improve it, make it better, grow from it because you learn so much from just doing. And that's like something that I would wish everybody would do is just like, who cares if you look a little stupid or a little cringe or like whatever? We changed lives yesterday. I mean, there were people that literally messaged in those testimonials, I needed this. I needed this today. And all because I was willing to show up in a cringe video that I'm like, okay, I can do better next time because there will be a next time. I already knew that. And someone was like, how will you know this is successful? And I'm like, it already is. It's successful because we fucking did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And more than that, it didn't just get done, it was impactful and we felt good about it. And there's a blueprint to do it again and to do it better. And there is no perfection. Like there is no perfect either. When you were talking about coming up with the opt-in page and the it wasn't to your liking and probably Andrew was laughing and talking mess about it or whatever. I don't know if I said this yesterday in the group. I can't remember. It's kind of a blur when you're yapping and answering questions. But I remember the first inkling. I mean, it's more than an inkling. You know, you want to do something long before you actually take action. But before I had a plan to make a website to launch my coaching and say I'm offering coaching, I didn't even have a point of sale. I didn't even know where to make a point of sale. I didn't know about Thrivecart. I didn't know about Stripe. I didn't even know about Wix. It was before I paid anybody to build a website for me. And I had a rough draft of what I wanted to say about why I wanted to help coach people in my notes. just straight up in my iPhone notes, messy, messy, talking about my story. This is what I probably put in my about me. And then I posted a video about, it was around Christmas time, and I was doing this silly little voiceover to do with like, fuck it all, as I'm like sweeping, basically implying like, I said something like, if this is you during the holidays, another year being a burnout fucking hairstylist, I can help you. I just put the feeler out. I don't know. I'm making a silly reel. I have it in my notes. It's something that I want to happen. Nowhere near perfect. I mean, the messiest fucking possible scenario when you're trying to launch a thing, right? And I had a chick reach out to me and she's like, "Do you coach?" And I was like, "Yes." I just said yes. And then I was open and honest with her. I was like, "Listen, I don't have a website. I don't have a way to charge you right now. I'm still figuring out my prices, but I'm going to send you this note because I want you to read my vulnerable thoughts about why I want to do what I want to do." She an hour later was like, "Where can I pay you? What about Venmo? What about PayPal?" That was like my very first coaching client back in 2021 because I messily did this thing that I was incredibly passionate about. Something has to start everywhere, but if you keep hesitating and being like, "Oh, it's got to be good, it's got to be this, it's got to be that," there is no perfect. And you gotta, I feel like you gotta strike while the iron is hot. You gotta like, when you have the most passion, that's when people respond to it the most.
Yeah, I agree. And so many people are like, well, I don't have anything I'm good at, or I'm of this and I'm not that. And one time a coach I heard, it wasn't my coach, but I had heard it through social media or something. And it was like, if you know 10% more than someone else, you have something to teach, you have something to share. And so I think we have to be this like expert who has every answer on every subject. And it's like, no, you can be just the first step. If that's what you're good at and you can teach somebody the first step and then maybe they go somewhere else to learn the second, or maybe in that time you've learned the second. But if you have something that you can teach someone, then you've got something. And I think there's just so many people who, can talk themselves out of everything. And that's one thing I would say is like why I've been so successful is because I'm not afraid to try. And I'm
Yeah.
not afraid to look stupid, and put the cringe video up. Like, and that's, I think so many people get in their own way. And it makes me sad a little bit, because they don't realize like how much they hold themselves back from the things that they truly desire.
It's so wild how many like fears exist for different people for different reasons. Like there's some people that don't want to try because they're terrified of success. They're like, am I going to be able to hold what it feels like to be a successful person? That's never been my issue. I'm like, "Oh, please, I want to be as successful as possible." If anything, a lot of people's like the most common fear is like looking stupid in front of people, failing publicly. That was mine. That was a big one, because before I'd really worked on my self-worth, it was very like I had to look like I was successful to feel worthy to other people. So like failing publicly really was one of my big giant fears. It wasn't looking stupid in front of people. It was like maintaining or achieving success and then losing it. And it happened. And you know what? Sometimes the scary thing needs to happen for you to be like, "Hey, that didn't kill me. It isn't whatever." And the more this is terrible because I'm not asking for fucked up things to happen, but sometimes the more adversity that I've faced, I'm kind of like sometimes bring it on. The more you get over it, the more you're just like gnarly in that way. You're like, and again, I'm not tempting fate to give me a bunch of shitty shit to handle, but I have so many experiences overcoming things already in the past that I know I'm built for it. And so that's why, and you and I have had so many conversations about this, and that's why you aren't scared to put yourself in certain situations because you have evidence that you've overcame. But that's why I think we do the coaching that we do, because so many people live in that fear space. They can't even imagine a reality where they're doing these scary or hard things to get to the other side. And sometimes it takes support, and that's exactly why I coach, and same with you, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, I mean, none of this is stuff we've made up or even profound, but it's like, I think we think experts are like, they're so perfect at what they do and like whatever. And it's like, no, what makes you an expert is actually the amount of times that you failed and you're able to tell someone, don't do this, it doesn't work. It's not, I'm an expert because I'm so great and I get it right all the time. It's because I was willing to take the risk. I was willing to have the failure, learn the lesson, and be able to say what works and what doesn't. work. And that is expert positioning. And I think so many people, the failure part is what's keeping them from even ever going into that. Right. But I mean, that's one of the reasons I think I'm so good at talking to salon owners about how to run their business, because I've been doing it 16 years. Most of the things that someone's going to say, hey, have you ever tried this? I have tried it. And I know exactly what happened and why you're not going to do that, because it's not going to work, you know?
Life experience is the what how you want to biggest flex. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then like especially if you're a person that has experienced that life and you've like come through the other side, either successful or at least learning something or it was a lesson or whatever. I think we've talked about this before too. I mean, these things just continue being cyclical because they're truths. So they're like inevitable truths that like are important in the work that we do.
Yeah.
But like it also takes the fact that you're willing to share with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are you having like deja vu right now? I'm like, I feel like we just fucking had this similar conversation not
You
too
might
long ago.
But this is our expertise.
Exactly. I guess we will be talking. See, I got such a fucking problem about repeating sometimes. You know, sometimes people talk about like you need to in this climate, especially with like so much information, especially to do with marketing. I've always been such a weirdo about repurposing stuff. And like I'm always trying to make my message sound different or dynamic or totally different types of content. I'm like, man, a bitch gets tired. Sometimes you do have to recycle and just talk about the same shit over and over again.
You want to know
Because
why about you? I find this the funniest
why?
because I know one of your daytime guilty pleasure secrets,
What?
which is
Oh,
you go to bed every night watching Sex and the City.
yeah.
It's the same show over and over and over and over because you've found something that you enjoy or that comforts you or gives you whatever it's giving you, and you consume it on repeat for that. So it's like, why wouldn't someone who's resonating with a message, someone that we repeat it over and over, but also consume it? And the thing is, some people might want to hear the same episode 10 times, read the same book 10 times, watch the same show 10 times. The way we're talking about it though is like we're delivering it differently. So it's like we might be saying the same things, but we're having different conversations around it. And also remembering that when you hear something for the first time and you hear it again the second time, you're now receiving it from an expanded place. So
Dude.
it's like, you watch a movie and at the end of it, you're like, holy shit. You want to watch it again to pick up all the things you didn't pick up the first time because you know the ending now. And it's like the same thing. It's like consuming the same information is always going to provide something, whether it's more value because you're getting it from a different way, or it's just bringing you comfort because it's like it resonates with you. But I think about you watching Sex and the City every damn night and never getting tired of it. It's the same thing.
Well, I'm currently tired of it, so I've switched to The Office, but I
Well,
will.
that ruins my whole
No, it
point.
does not. No, it does not, because I just had a gigantic epiphany. Okay, so I will have moments where I got to take a beat from it. Oh, stop it. But I will always come back to it. Wait a minute. I'm not ruining your point. Let me tell you why you're a fucking 100% spot on and why my brain exploded. Why
Oh,
I keep going back to Sex and the City is because I trust it. I trust that it's going to give me what I want. And so it's like that blankie, that warm blankie. And like, I'm not, what is this? I like different things every now and again. That's why I switched to The Office, but I will good and goddamn be back to Sex and the City because I trust it. I know it. I will get what I want from it. And you putting it that way, it can be. And I should be a creature of habit when it comes to my content creation. Like, I don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. That shit's exhausting. I've been trying to do that since fucking the dark ages, since
we are
MySpace.
creatures of habit. I come home from
Mm.
work and I want that fridge steak. You know what I mean? It never gets old. I like it. It's what I like. It's the conversations that I want to hear and have and the bubbles I want to drink.
I want a real sig. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna
Oh.
do that, but ugh, sometimes I just want one. Nice. What was that? That was a good one. Didn't we were saying one time that like we're some classy broads talking about I'm gonna smoke my cig and you just barfed all big on the camera.
A weird belch, but whatever.
Like,
It's because I
hey,
kind of forced it, but
can we do that Sprite challenge one time? No, my stomach will explode. I'm not doing that. I don't want to.
Be dangerous.
Yeah, it will be. What was I gonna say about
You do
fucking
the
hell?
cinnamon challenge.
I don't want to do any challenges. I think they're asinine. Kiss my ass. All these kids trying to make us eat Tide Pods and stuff, that's out of control.
No, that one's dumb. You know what we should do, because I think we're gonna see each other soon in Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes, I'm gonna come see you, and we should do the wasabi bugle challenge.
Oh, God, what is this?
Remember, it's like all the bugles, you get to put wasabi in one, and I get to put wasabi in one. And then we each have to eat one and see if we get the wasabi bugle.
That sounds fun. Also, can we do the thing where we gotta sip different liquids out of the box and you don't know what's coming up?
Yes, but it's got to be kind. Like it can't be like bug juice or something.
No, it
It's got to
doesn't.
be
What's the point?
it's got to be stuff that we're at least willing to drink.
Fair, because I would be pissed if you put alcohol in one of those for me. So
Yeah,
it's
I would
gonna be kind.
yeah, so I don't want like beef broth.
Exactly. This is why we both have to be kind to one another. Like I know you would be kind to me that way, so how unfair would it be if I put like dog shit water
Yeah.
in one
I
for
mean, it
you?
could definitely be like vinegar, you know?
Ooh, you're giving me good ideas.
Okay. Ranch dressing.
I'd be happy to suck that up. What's going on?
In a
Oh,
straw? I like ranch dressing, but sucking it.
you think it'd be weird if I pulled his ears off?
Well, why would you do
Because
that?
one, look, I've already fiddled with him so hard.
Oh,
Oh, what is he now? A snake.
the one-eyed purple people eater.
Does not look like a penis. I don't know what penises you see.
I see penis in everything. Andrew's always like, Mom. I'm like, kind of looks like a penis. He's like, you think everything looks like a penis. I'm like,
A lot of things do. A lot of things are phallic.
I know. I got a new coffee table for my loft upstairs, and it was like this and like a squiggly type of thing. And I was like, that is definitely a shaft.
You got peen on the brain.
I
Peen
guess
brain.
good. Peen brain. I never heard of peen brain, but I kind of like that. That's funny.
Peen head. Yeah.
You ever did the 10-15 club when you were a kid?
10, 15. Like penis?
Yeah, we'd be like, do you want to be in the 10-15 club? And people wouldn't know. So you'd write 10 and then 15, and it would look like penis. And then people had to walk around with penis on their hand all day.
What's funny is I didn't know that came from anywhere. I just watched a show not too many years ago called that, and it is fucking hilarious, but I thought they made it up.
No, we did this in middle school.
I
Circle,
didn't.
circle, dot, dot. Your cootie
Now
shot.
yeah, now you get a cootie shot. Yeah.
You had boobies, is what you had.
I don't remember. Do you want to know something? One time when I was riding the bus, when I was very naive, I would always hear people talk about giving blowjobs and stuff. And one time I like inserted myself into a conversation. I was like, yeah. And then I would lie early on before I even ever did anything to seem like I was cool or whatever. And I was like, yeah, my friend was so bad. I can't believe I'm admitting it. I said something like I was totally lying. I was like, yeah, my friend and whatever went to go hang out with whatever. And she was just blowing and blowing and it was getting fatter. And I, because I thought I would hear blowjob. And so she just like a balloon blew it up. And I was like, girl, maybe you. And then everybody on the bus was like, you're
Wait,
so
you thought
embarrassing.
you blew a weenie up?
Like yeah, when I was much younger and naive, I thought a blowjob was just like like you blow into it. And so when I was telling this story on the
And
bus,
that's why it gets bigger?
that's what I thought. I also, you want to hear another really fucking terrible naive thought? We're all ladies here, right? I hope. I don't even give a fuck who
This
listens,
is
to be
my
honest with you.
favorite. Oh my God.
Okay, so I didn't really have anybody in my life telling me about like anatomy or like girlhood or anything like that. And so I started at 14 and I was just like thrown a box of tampons and that was like kind of it. I got the little pamphlet and I was like, all right, we're gonna figure this out. And so you got the tampon right. I'm gonna use him as an example. I thought that the tampon just sits like between the two
Like a
lips
hot
like
dog.
that. Yeah. And
Like
so
a
like
hot
I
dog.
would like that's how I wore it like maybe the first 2 days, just sitting up in there, not spreading my legs. I was just like, how's that supposed to catch anything? I hate this. I didn't know at that time when it went in there. And so then I finally figured it out. I think there was no internet. I think I read the pamphlet more and was like, I gotta figure this out. But
Well,
yeah,
I had my religious upbringing
yeah.
and you couldn't do tampons because that was too much like intercourse.
Don't get me started on that shit because a lot of religious upbringings don't allow that, but like butt sex is okay because it's not that same hole.
The butthole loophole.
Butthole loophole. And then those other religions were going down a weird rabbit hole. But the
Love it.
whole like corking, is that one like in the Mormon religion where like you can't actually do it, you can't have regular intercourse, but if you put it in
Soaking.
there, soaking, yeah. If you put it in there and somebody jumps on the bed, I'm like, to make it make sense.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't. And I'm so sorry you had that experience, and I'm sorry I had mine. But look at us now. We're just like bright, shining lights that
Yeah.
know how to use tampons.
Yep. I'm a tampon queen.
Yeah. And now I know how to give a BJ. No, just kidding.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
I eat meat and I don't get blowjobs. So I'm just poor Chris. I'm feeling rowdy
But
today.
we do sell feet pictures. So if you're listening, $50 a picture. I'll send you my cash app.
You're trying hard. You're like trying to make fetch happen so hard.
Like trying, not trying. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
joke about it, but like seriously, $50. That's my feet.
How do you feel lit up when you talk about your feet picture endeavor?
Yeah. I feel lit up at the possibility of making money that easily. You know?
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah. Hit me up.
Hit her up. We're gonna put her cash app in the description. Your cousin.
What about because I was just like we talk about menopause and feet and I was like what if it was Meno-Paws, Paws.
That's clever, actually.
I know.
Is there a market for people who are interested in old lady feet?
My feet aren't old.
It's menopause. That's the niche.
Oh. Perimenopause. You want to know what I did the other day just to see if I could? I put a Sharpie between my toes and tried to write a man's name. It was messy. I've got some practicing to do, but try to guess the name. I don't know why I came up with this name.
Dan.
No,
Okay.
maybe guesses.
Bob.
No,
Jim.
Larry.
That's a hard one. I feel like
Why?
if you're doing a cursive L, that's like a lot of, hey, let's do something.
I like a challenge.
Let's
And
do,
my son was like, you better throw that Sharpie away because nobody wants to use it now.
I've never thought to do that. So what name are you gonna do? Tell me to do one.
Kevin.
Ew, that was like my favorite high school friend that had a crush on me.
That's actually my best friend's husband, so now I feel bad for choosing it, but
That's okay. Oh God, this is a work of art.
you can make it Kev.
That's hard. Kevin, if you want this, this is taking a
Cash app $50.
If that's all it's, you know what? You got to be
Problem is we didn't
delusional.
get to see it. They want the video.
I know. I could duplicate it. I could do it again. But it's just like, everything's delusional until it works out.
I saw a reel the other day that a woman was stepping on white bread, putting her footprint and then putting it in a baggie and sending that off. And people were into it.
But the biggest garbage episode we've ever recorded.
That's true. But I think people like garbage.
Yeah. I mean, it's realistic. It's exactly what we want to talk about right now.
Yeah. So on that note, come glamping with me in Thailand.
Yeah. Oh my God. If you like the flavor of this particular episode, this is just our vibe. With everybody else we're around, and then it's just it checks out. Also,
I do love that our producer is my male cousin. He is gonna love this episode.
You literally just read my mind because I was like, and Alex, I apologize that you are having to hear. This is a true test. Does he listen to them all the way through to edit? We shall see.
I think he does. Do you want to hear something really cool about Alex, the producer?
Yeah.
So he's a really good drummer, like really, really good. And he actually like went to school. He was a high school band teacher. That didn't work out. He didn't like it. He's done other things. He just joined a band as the drummer. They're a bagpipe band. And on St. Patty's Day, I'm going to go to the Irish bar and watch him play with the bagpipes.
That's pretty cool.
I know. He was telling me he just got fitted for his kilt. I'm like,
Wow.
you were the right man for this job.
Yeah. So is it like kind of like punk style or is it like
I'll send you a
traditional?
video because I don't know yet. Maybe it's like the Dropkick Murphys or
Yeah.
something.
I love you. I would never in a million years would have thought you knew about Dropkick Murphys. Sorry. It's,
I know that I present as a basic bitch, but I identify as cool as shit.
I know this because I know you, but it's just like still I sometimes judge the cover and don't like consider what's in the book, and I'm sorry.
It's a really good book. It's really good.
Do you know what made me kind of like deeperly fall in love with you is our platonic situationship. Our what was this? Our road trip back from Moab to Grand Junction when you were singing a lot of the 90s songs, but definitely Tegan and Sarah and Indigo Girls. And I'm like, I know about this.
I love Indigo Girls.
What's that one song that you were singing?
Well, Kid Fears is hands down, but that's kind of like a depressing creep song. But like Closer I Am to Fine is so
That
good.
one. Sing it.
Closer I am to fine. Yeah. Closer I am to fine. Yeah. I went to the mountains. I went to the mountains.
I pulled from the fountain.
There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a different light. And the less I sound definitive, closer I am to find. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think we now have a foot deal and a record deal.
Did you hear that? Yeah, we're just putting all our feelers out there.
Oh, I'm an indigo girl now.
Huh?
I'm an indigo girl now.
I know you are.
I identify.
Okay, I've grown weary. Love you, friend.
It's just me and my best friend, shoveling shit, walking through life, take it bit by bit.